What's up? What's up? What's up? What is good, everybody? How's everybody doing today? So first, I have a few things to say, okay, as I always do, right? We are going to be talking about a new pivot I had to actually learn in my business, right? So let me go. I'm going live on TikTok too. Good. What's up, hustlers? If you don't follow me on TikTok, definitely follow me on TikTok. Okay, educated underscore hustler. Follow your boy. All right, so we're gonna be talking about some making money things. Yesterday I went on a whole rant. Today won't be that. Okay, we will not do that today. Today we'll talk about money. I have a presentation I'll be doing for you guys also in a second. But first, let's make some phone offers. Let's actually get on that. I've been slipping on that. I've been really heavy into reselling right now. Reselling has been really picking up. It's been woo. Okay, it's been reselling has been really well. All right, so what we're gonna do is we have to work. We have to work on getting some phone offers in. So I don't know when the last time I was on here. Can you do AT&T iPhone 15? Da-da-da. I have not really been on here too much, so let's actually see what's popping. Now, if you don't know, I definitely always would recommend starting phone flipping on OfferUp instead of Facebook, because OfferUp is going to give you a more diverse hustler ecosystem. Facebook is going to give you more of a older, I just found this phone in my drawer, so I'm about to charge you up or try and charge and tax you up. And then when you tell me that you won't pay that amount, I'll just sit down and not sell the phone. So that's the type of vibe that Facebook gives me. Now, when it comes to OfferUp, what I like to do is, of course, guys, you already know I got my website, hustlertaughtme.com, right? I'm updating a bunch of things. I actually want to get y'all insight whenever y'all get a chance, right? Whenever you get a chance, comment and let me know what you think about this. If this is a stupid idea, let me know, okay? So I have to flip your phone or flip phones reselling products, right? But I'm going to set up all of the products to where it's beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So like a beginner would know the products that they should use to get started phone flipping. And then somebody that is already phone flipping but wants to see some more success, they'll know what type of products they need. And then advanced is where you go into like the phone flipping buyer price list, where you're trying to actually just scale your business. So that has been my idea. If you guys are on TikTok, definitely make sure you guys go ahead and watch on YouTube. It's Educated Hustler on YouTube. But yeah, so what y'all think about that? Let me know if you guys think that's a good idea. I think it is, to be honest. It's a idea that I came up with because there's a bunch of people that look for information on hustlertaughtme.com, but they get confused because it's so much to where it's like, do I use this guide? Do I do this? Do I do that? Right? So I broke that down. But I also have the courses and guides and everything here, right? I'm going to be pushing more of the learning aspect of my business. I don't push the learning aspect at all. You guys know how I feel. And I'll tell y'all straight up, when it comes to like digital products, I've always struggled with digital products because I'm the type of person I want to touch. I want to talk. I want to like get to know you. Like I want to understand exactly why you trying to hustle and why you trying to create this extra income stream. I want to know what your pain points are. I want to know what your weaknesses are, what your strengths are, how we can amplify it. I'm really in this to get you guys success. So when I give you a guide or maybe I give you a course, I get scared because I think to myself, well, what if this person interprets something that I say and they don't really understand the way to actually maneuver or make it work for them in the way they need, right? So prime example, phone flipping, right? So I'll show you. So I have a course, and I just revamped this course yesterday. It's the Phone Flipping 101 Learn, Gain, Flip for Profit, okay? So this course right here that I created, I'm just giving you guys like a back office understanding of like how I operate, right? So we got one core video lesson. Now this video is long. It's a long video, and this is a video that basically breaks down everything with phone flipping. But then I was like, well, I don't want to just give people videos. Like, I just don't feel like that is going to impact somebody. So what I did was a phone flipping starter checklist as well. Where to find phones PDF, pricing and profit guide, scam avoidance tips, and bonus listing template. So you get all of that with the Phone Flipping Academy, or Phone Flipping 101. I keep saying Academy. Phone Flipping 101, okay? Now, the Phone Flipping Academy is going to be where people actually are. So I'm going to have a reseller, and I'm going to have reselling, and a phone flipping. But they're going to be academies where you actually are going to every week, once a week, meet with me. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to have Reselling 101. That's going to be where you can do it on your own. But then I'm going to have Phone Flipping Academy, Reselling Academy, where it's literally like me and you are working hand in hand. So, I'm just trying to find a balance. And I think that that's where the social media stuff comes into play, because I think I've never had a vision of being on social media. I don't think that being on social media is something I'm extra talented at, right? I'm just talented at getting to the money, executing, and also pushing myself and others around me. So like, I'm just really working on trying to like put it in the right place, because it's always so much going on, and that's the thing. It's not hard, but it's like this, y'all. Fixing phones is easy, right? Fixing phones is one of the easiest things I've ever done. It's like Legos, right? It's like putting Legos together. But from a person looking from the outside in, they like, oh my God. They're like, as soon as you whip out, as soon as I whip out this right here, they're like, oh my God, what is he doing? What are you doing to the phone? How are you getting this done? And oh my God, right? And then don't let me go ahead and whip this out. Put it back. Pause. They're whipping out. Pause. And then pull out the screwdrivers. And then, oh my God, those screws are so small, right? It's like people start to look at what you do as a rocket science or some type of really crazy skill, but it's only because you're ignorant to it and you don't know how to do it that you think I'm actually doing something that requires skill or something that you can't easily do. And it's the same thing when it comes to phone flipping and reselling. Bro, it's easy, but you just have to learn how to make it work for you, right? You also could be, and I don't want to make it seem like it's too easy, right? Because I'll give you an example. I hired this repairman at my store, and I've never seen nobody in my whole entire life sweat as much as this guy. This guy was sweating so much that like sweat when he was repairing phones, right? He would repair phones, and then sweat would like drop on a phone, and he had to wear gloves to repair. And I only tell you that because I just told you it's so easy, and from the outside in, it's something that's not that complicated. But understand, everybody can't do it. Everybody can't do phone flipping, and everybody can't do product reselling, right? Everybody don't have what it takes to go on OfferUp and make 10 offers a day, right? Now, granted, I'm gonna be completely transparent. I don't have to do this. Like, I don't have to make 10 offers a day anymore. I have people that hit my phone up. They'll hit my phone up, and they'll be like, yo, I got an iPhone 16, how much? Or I got an iPhone 16e, how much? Like, they'll just hit my phone up and they'll tell me what they got. I shoot the price. Or I have people that just walk into a store, just like people walk into pawn shops, prime example, and they'll just sell me a phone. So no, I don't really have to anymore go ahead and do these offers. I don't have to anymore go ahead into a dangerous situation to meet people. No, I don't have to do that. I do choose to do that at times. But the only way I was able, I'm gonna make some offers while I talk, okay? The only way and reason I was able to actually get to this point is because I sacrificed. Like, you don't understand how long and how many hours I sat in KFC waiting for people to come that said they were going to meet with me to sell me a phone. You don't understand how many times I almost got robbed, right? Like, there's been plenty of times. Something is fishy about this phone. Something is fishy. It just says, oh, Cricket can be unlocked, but $100. Watch this. I could do $70. I got Cricket. I'm funny. It's only locked. Or blacklisted. Yeah. So, I remember it's this transportation center in Philly called Broad Nolany. Okay. Freak that. Kensington. I like look at Kensington. Kensington, okay? If you look me up, you can find out that I have a store in Kensington. I said Kensington. And this is 100% how it looks. Like 100,000%. This is exactly how I used to look in front of my store until I got the cops involved and I had to get people to, move. Like, this is real life stuff. You feel me? So it's like, I think when people try to make it seem as if, this notion or idea of success is so obtainable, you got to also realize that it is a time where you're going to fail, go through a bunch of stuff, and have to like actually get better, bro. You got to go through this. I had to literally sit in front of people in Kensington getting high and overdosing and waiting for people to sell me phones. I had to talk to the people that sell on a block to be able to actually stand on their block to go ahead and sell products. In Kensington, really good example. Before I even got my store, y'all see how it's these railroads right here, right? So under these railroads, there's like a median, like a sidewalk. And I was selling there one time, and then the guy was like, "Yo, bro, what you doing?" I said, "I'm selling my products." He said, "No, you can't sell your products here because I got my young boy doing it." I said, "What?" He said, "Yeah, I got my young boy doing it, bro. He's selling free phones and you trying to sell phones too." He said, "That ain't going to work, right?" So then I'm like, okay, right? Like, I'm young at this time. So I'm like, all right, right? So when we got to that point of him telling me, I can't be there, I had to figure it out. I had to figure out what to do. So all I did was politic. You know what I mean? Thank God God gave me a way to talk and a gift of gab. And I was able to talk to him, let him know I'm not trying to step on a youngin's toes. But, I'm here and I'm going to make bread and I'm going to, grow my business whether you like it or not. And he respected it. And he looked out for me and made sure I didn't get robbed and things of that nature down there. And then years later, I ended up getting a store down there and giving back to the community. Okay? You know what I mean? Until we had to leave because people kept setting fires. And like during the winter, they set fires. Like these homeless people set fires out in front of storefronts. And then like make mistakes and burn your whole crap down. And, I had to leave. But I really say this to say, like, now when I'm telling you to make 10 offers, bro, come on, y'all. Like, you could do it. You could make 10 offers. Like, you can make 10 offers a day. I'm not saying, bro, in order to phone flip, you got to stand outside a Burger King and try and get somebody to buy phones from you, or you got to stand outside of AT&T and ask people to sell their phones to you. No, it's easier than now, way easier than it was back when I started, which was just me trying to actually grind. And it was also partially because I didn't understand how to phone flip. I never knew phone flipping was a thing until like 3 years ago. That's when I learned, when I started posting phone flipping content on here, that's when I learned that phone flipping was actually a thing people cared about. I never knew that. I just thought phone flipping was phone flipping. Like, I didn't know it was a stream of income people were interested in. You feel me? So that's just really, I think, how I view it. I just want people to be more grateful that they have the chance. You have a chance, bruh, to literally start building and making money. You have a chance. You just have to actually act on it and stop procrastinating. And a lot of y'all watch too much social media and don't actually act on it, All right, so I definitely would get some 13s. Oh, I pulled up the phone flipping price list. If you guys don't know, the buyer's price list, all you got to do is go to courses and guides, go to buyer's phone flipping price list. And that price list is right here. 50 buyers, 25 in the country and 25 international. These are buyers that are on this price list. They offer you market value. It's really a great list for you to be able to utilize to make money. You get new phones, used phones, Samsungs, iCloud, blacklisted, iPads, Apple accessories, Apple Watches, MacBooks. So you get access to all of those pricing, so you can utilize that to negotiate, right? And I tell people this all the time. Right now, prime example, if I wanted to negotiate for this 14 Pro, matter of fact, right? I could just go to the price list, go all the way down to 14 Pro, figure out if this is unlocked. Let's see. iPhone 14 Pro Deep Purple, $256, unlocked to any carrier. Hit me up, I got 3 available. Now, let me explain to you guys something. If somebody like this is saying that 16 hours ago they got 3 available, I'm jumping on that. I'm on that. Like, I'm on that ASAP. Like, I want to actually see if this person is selling new phones, if he's a wholesale seller. A wholesale seller is somebody that gets phones on a consistent basis. So what we're going to do, 14 Pro unlocked. B grade is really what we always looking at. So we see that the market value is like 260, right? So what I could do is I could literally, let's say you get the price list, you're in a community. When you're in that community, you have direct access to me. So what you could do is you could be like, yo, B, they're saying that the iPhone 14 Pro is worth 260 on the price list. Is that still current? You could ask me that. You could ask me any questions you want, right? And that's why the prices cost, because it builds your connection. But I can then hit up a buyer, which I'm doing right now. And I can tell you, that's not right. That's not right. It actually seems, that the price just changed. Wait, hold on. That's weird. Hold on, y'all. I'm literally right now texting the buyer. 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to figure this out because I really want to be able to get this guy a high quality offer. But remember, it's the weekend, and tomorrow is when we update the price list. But I just want to get this price right now. If he said he has 3, I'm definitely on that, bro. Like, yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Oh, wait. Am I tripping? No, I ain't tripping. I'm not tripping, I don't think. Let me see something real quick. Did the price list update literally today? Well, the market changed today, didn't it? It absolutely did. It absolutely did. Hold on, y'all. That's crazy right in front of y'all. That's cool. That's cool. Give me 1 second, y'all. Watch how fast I'm about to have my people do this. And this happens, guys. The phones, like the game, changes all the freaking time. All the time the game changes. And watch how prices will skyrocket. Watch. Oh, nah, not really, actually. Well, let's see. Watch how fast. I got a video coming out too, y'all. Make sure y'all tap in. Bro, what the I'll show y'all what I'm doing. My fault. All I'm doing is just looking at how like what's going on. So usually what happens, right? When you see a price change in the market, you have to find exactly what device. You got to find what device went up or what device went down. Like that's the key. Not because you could change anything, but because that explains a lot of what is to come, right? So what I'm trying to figure out is what phone went up in price to the point to where I think I know what phone. Yep. I think I know what phone. I think I know exactly what phone. I think what it is I think the 15 is the issue. What the fudge? Yo, what's going on with him? WhatsApp is acting crazy. I think the iPhone 15 is the problem. No, that's a lot. All right. Let's do this then, y'all. Let's try to update the price list. I'm getting a few buyers giving me prices right as we speak, so that's good. All right. So you guys actually can see me live, hopefully, doing this. Okay, so damn, Gina. I need a let me think. All right, so damn. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do it right here. Cause I don't want to block the screen from y'all, but I need to figure out. I gotta add all the prices they give me, and then I gotta divide it. So like, usually I'm not doing it myself, but since we're on live and we're doing a video, I'm gonna actually do it because I think it would be good for you guys to see. Right? So yeah. So let's do that. So yep. So this is one of the culprits. So what happened was the price of the iPhone 16 Pro Max went up. The locked really went up way more than it was previously, which that's the problem. So lock phones have went up in price. I'm getting it now. Yep, that's exactly what it was. So if I'm not mistaken, there we go. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, that is the issue. Yeah, lock phones have went up, and that's really good. Why they went up, I'm not sure though. See, what ends up happening, and I'll tell y'all what ends up happening is they end up changing phone prices because they see either one or two things. People aren't going into T-Mobile right now. Like, ain't nobody going to no damn T-Mobile right now, right? Like, nobody's going into T-Mobile right now because people are too focused on, trying to handle their own stuff, like trying to go on trips and things of that nature, right? So no one is really. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Nobody's really trying to go into a store. This should actually it's the 15. That's what changed it. The 15 should have been the problem. Yep, it was. So, all right, we got it. We found the phone. So, what happened was all used lock phones went up, but the iPhone 15 has been the biggest jump in price. That's interesting. That's interesting. The 15 Pro Max, that's interesting. So if I was to go ahead with the updated price list and make an offer, now you see it's 320. That's the market value instead of that like 250 or whatever. So what I would do is I would take out the calculator, 320. Let me show y'all how about that. So 320 minus whatever I want my profit to be. I want my profit to be $50, let's say, right? So I know my ceiling is 270. So what I would say is I can do. See, but the thing about phone flipping is knowing when to sell it to a buyer or a consumer. I wouldn't sell this to a buyer because that price don't even make sense. Because 270, I can buy like an iPhone 14 Pro Max for maybe like 300, 350. But like that wouldn't make sense to the consumer. The consumer wants more money. So I would say I could do 300, which would give me $20 profit if I sold it to a buyer. But I'm not going to sell it to a buyer. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to sell it to a consumer. Matter of fact, I'm not going to start off with that. I'll say I could do 260. No, 270 each. Remember, he got 3. When people got multiple quantities, usually what you could do is you can offer them lower because they're thinking about the bigger picture. And then also, it's just, how did he get his name to be crossed out like that? That's crazy. Yeah, we just gonna let that sit. I don't even want to make too many offers yet because I want to make sure that I got the price list updated for tomorrow. Ooh. 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 16 Rams. Show me the back of the box. Hey, you ain't showing nothing, bruh. I can do 700. I can do 700, Josh. Um. Yeah, I want to make sure that the price list updates. And I know tomorrow, I usually don't do too many offers on Saturdays because Sunday, the price list updates. And when the price list updates, that means prices go up, prices go down. Regardless, you'll see a lot of phone buyers trying to get rid of phones on a weekday instead of a weekend due to this. So that's something to keep in mind. It's brand new. All right, so now let's get into something else. All right, let's get into eBay automation. Now, I have a lot of exciting news in regards to eBay automation. Why would it not let me just do what I want to do, bro? Like, you're killing me. Oh, because you want me to do it that way. Okay, whatever. I don't care. All right. So it's a lot of interesting things that have happened with eBay automation. I've had over this last month, like this was like the second best month in history for eBay automation. I've been very swamped myself with eBay automation. We have received 40%. We did the calculations. Remember, during the weekends, I break down all of my businesses and I go over numbers, right? We've had 40% more communications with all clientele. What that means is all the assistants were basically working more, 40% more, talking to clientele. We've also added our getting unsuspended. How can I put this? Now your assistant can help you get unsuspended when you get suspended or if you are already suspended. That is something we've been testing for a while because if you guys remember, we have that appeal pack on hustlertaughtme.com where we give you a bunch of word-for-word emails that you can input to actually get unbanned, okay, or unrestricted. So that has worked for several customers. But I'll be lying to you guys if I said I didn't see a problem. We've made so much money this month. And if you guys want to know on average how much a person made a week, on average, the amount, and I got it in my notebook, 1 second. The amount that a person made on average was $1,020. Okay? $1,020 is what people made, not in a week, I'm sorry, on their first term. Which means for $300, they turned that $300 into $1,020, okay? But here's where the problem was. Or here's where the thing changed. So if you guys know me, you know I'm always working to make my business better. So what I did was this month, or the previous month, I said to people, now, the way it works is you go to hustlertaughtme.com because I have to break this down for you guys to understand what I'm about to say. You got to go to hustlertaughtme.com, okay? You go to services, you go to automation, okay? When you go there, you literally get a chance to choose from 3 packages. This month, most people chose the $300 package. So they would click this and it would take them here. They hit buy now. Now, when they hit buy now, right, that automatically triggers an email that says, hey, book a call with Brandon. So they got to book this call with me and then we get on a one-on-one call. So I had a one-on-one call with somebody and I offered this person instead because that person was like, he wasn't scared, but he was more so like, yo, B, I know I only get 1 week with this service and, you know, I really want to make money, da-da-da-da. Everybody got money needs, right? So he had money needs. He like, I really want to make bread. So I said to him, I don't know why or how this idea popped in my head. I was just like, well, listen, what we'll do, we'll take the whole 300 and we'll pay your assistant. So usually what it was the $300 that you put into eBay automation, $50 goes towards your assistant, and then $250 goes towards the products. But this person was so adamant of, I just want to be in this thing for the long run. I just want to build. I really need this to work, da-da-da. So I said, we just take all of the money and then we'll pay your assistant because your assistant does not work for free. Your assistant gets $50 every week they work on your business. And what it used to be is you would pay $300 every single week. Okay, the problem was some people couldn't afford to keep investing because what happened is even if they made, let's say, $1,000, usually by the 4th week that they made their bread, they would have to pay rent, they either had bad spending habits or they just felt like they could do eBay themselves. And it didn't turn out well. Okay? So I said to this person, we'll stretch and it wasn't $50. I said we'll stretch it out to a month. For $300, we'll stretch it out to a month. Your assistant will actually work for you. All you got to do is pay for the products that are actually sold on your eBay. So the person was like, I don't know. That person made over $3,000 last month. And when that happened, you know what I said to myself, y'all? I've been doing this shit wrong the whole time. Remember, if you guys are OGs, you know that I said I don't benefit from this service. I only benefit from you guys partnering with me, getting products from me, and handling your eBay. Now, this is the new direction we will be going with eBay automation, only because it gets you guys more money. So, what's new? We now send you a bill every week for items we shipped for you. You keep 100% of the profits you make. You get a helper, an assistant, who lists and ships your items. So, if we're being exact, the way it works now is we send you an invoice, okay? So, let me actually I'm going to pull up an invoice. Okay? I'm going to pull up an invoice right now. I just don't want personal information. That's personal information right there. Okay, hold on. Let me blur out this person's information real quick. I want to show you guys what an invoice looks like from us, okay? And I want to show you exactly how this person is winning from this, okay? So, damn, Gina, what's going on, Bresky? What's going on, man? Why this thing not doing what I told it to do? I gotta blur it out again. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Let me blur this out. Okay, blur the number out. All right, cool. All right, so I'm about to show y'all the invoice right now. It's just blurring out real quick. So what happened was, now I never thought of doing it like this because I always thought I thought that the best way to do this was to have you guys not have to pay for any product at all. Yo, I don't know, y'all. I'm literally blurring it out, but it's not blurring out on my computer. What the All right, say less. How do I go full screen? Yo, it's not blurred out. What the fudge? Okay, blur out, bruh. Like, it's literally blurred out right here, but it's not. Whatever, I don't even care. I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to show y'all just like this. No, I care. I mean, I say I don't care. I care about his information. I just don't care. Okay. Okay. All right, cool. All right, we'll do it like that. Everything. All right, no information. Okay, cool. All right, so, right, boom. Okay. eBay automation product order. It's how it comes to your email. All right. So this person sold 6 AirPod Maxes, 1 Bubble Blaster, 1 MagSafe charger, and 1 MagSafe wireless bundle. This cost this person $122. Okay. So that cost that person $122. Now, when it cost that person that, the person now paid us $122. We, in return, made sure that all the products were shipped out for that customer. But if I go over with you guys the amount that customer made, okay, I'm going to take you guys off the screen real quick due to the fact that I don't want his information right there. All right, cool. So remember that person. Let me make sure I put y'all there. Okay. So that person made. Let's calculate. So we listed the maxes $60 each. They sold 6. Person made $360 from the maxes. The bubble blaster, I believe we sold it for $11. So we add $11. The MagSafe charger, we did $14.50. And then the wireless MagSafe bundle, we took a loss on, but we made $11. So from this one invoice, this person made $396.50, but it cost them $122 on that invoice, okay? Now, that's $274 that person made off of that invoice, or from those products that he actually paid for in that invoice. Then, me looking at this, I started to realize, the point and the real win of this isn't me providing the products for you. The point is that you have to make sure. Thank you, Dom. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate it. The point of the matter is, and why are you sending gifts on TikTok? Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. The win is making sure that we are building a wholesale relationship with each other to grow, right? So stick with me, right? You're getting an assistant that is listing, but you're also going to be able to build, because now you're building a wholesale relationship. You have invoices. You can now, love you too, man. You can now start putting your invoices in a folder showing that your business is actually making money. You put those invoices into your business. Now that's a tax write-off, bruh. That's a tax write-off. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. That's a tax write-off. So now what I've done is the $300 you would have paid us for 1 week, that's not a tax write-off because you're just paying for a service. You're not actually showing that you're handling merchandise, that you're actually working and you're building your business. Now you can. Now you can. So what we did was we put it to where we're actually helping people not only with eBay, but also with their business and the whole retrospect of building business credit, building a business transaction log, and also being able to have cash, but utilizing it to where you can also regain this money with the tax write-offs at the end of the year. How it works, you sign up for a package, right? So hustlertoldme.com, you can go ahead, go to services, automation service, and of course, you can sign up for any one of these packages, right? We'll give you a personal assistant, but first you will, of course, be working with me. I'll be the one to sit there. Thank you, Dom. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. VR glasses. I appreciate you, Dom. But you're able to now have me listen and help you and direct the right assistant that will be working with you. We have a bunch of different assistants that will work with you, 4 to be exact. And then they list the items on the eBay store. We sell some things for you. We ship it. And at the end of the week, we send you a bill of sale. This helps you with your business because now you're able to do the tax write-off, but you're still able to grow and build because you're building an eBay portfolio as well. What you don't pay for, you don't pay for upfront costs for items. You don't pay for shipping, and you don't split profits. You keep everything, okay? What you do pay for, you pay for the plan of obviously, and then the weekly invoices, and that's it, okay? Now, choose your plan. Now, you have the $300 plan, which is a 1 month plan. So, remember, the $300 was $300 a week, right? Thank you for the roses, broski. Thank you. The $300 now, instead of getting you just a week, gets you a whole month of service. The $500 plan gets you 2 months of service. So, when you see 1 month of help, they're saying the assistant is going to help you, right? So 2 months of help, and then $850 gets you 4 months of help. We have a total of, I think, like 40 people that are utilizing the 850. But one thing I don't ever promote with the 850 is that the 850 gets you faster shipping. So the faster shipping method with the 850, you get ahead of everybody. So you get a sale, that sale's going out the door. Okay? That's 4 months of support. That means not only are you getting invoiced every week. Now, again, some of us may be looking at it like, yo, bro, what are you talking about? You're getting invoiced. Why would I want to be getting invoiced? Because you're showing transactions with your business every single week. Every single week. For 90 days, every single week, you're showing that you're doing and paying a bill of sale while also recouping your funds and investments, saving the invoice so that you can write it off as a tax write-off, and you're able to build your eBay account at the same time. This is a no-brainer. This is the evolution, and this in front of your eyes is me showing you how I'm adapting the business in my own services, okay? So these plans, thank you for the galaxy, bro. Thank you for the galaxy. Yo, I can't with you, yo. Thank you for the galaxy. So why this helps you? You don't need inventory at home. You don't need to worry about shipping. You get time to focus on learning and growing. This is how busy people make extra income without the stress. Questions, of course. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to text me at 445-500-9600. Text me automation, and we'll take it from there. And again, guys, I wanted to come on because I knew for a fact that this would change someone's perspective, and I also already have inquiries about people joining eBay Automation. Now, if you don't know, I only take a certain amount of people now for eBay Automation due to just trying to make sure that we're not overly working people, because now I'm actually real intertwined in the situation when it comes to automation, which is great, right? But we want to make sure that you're the right fit. We want to make sure that we are bringing you the right results, that we are executing and building the proper habits. So that is exactly what we're doing and how we're revamping eBay Automation. And again, if you guys want to check it out, definitely go ahead. Go to hustlertaught.me.com, go to services, go to automation, and go and get your automation service started. Start getting those invoices, start building that business. We help you create a business account, so don't have any, now I'm not talking about a banking business account, I'm talking about an eBay business account. We help you do all of this. This is going to literally help you guys build your business. So now, what I'm excited about, thank you to Rockstar. Thank you. I appreciate you. What this is going to actually help with your business is not just eBay anymore. It's helping you actually be able to solidify yourself as a real company that is getting invoices from a wholesaler. And it is helping me because the more invoices I send out, the more I show that I'm doing business as well. So again, guys, this is how I win. This is how I grow. This is how I build. And again, this is how you will too. So let's just recap. I actually have a document that we could recap with that I got auto-generated because I wanted to be able to, where is it at? Okay, here it is. I wanted to be able to go over it with you guys just to recap this, right? So if we're talking about the eBay automation service, the updated service, the way it works, we list profitable wholesale products on your eBay account. We ship every order directly to your customer. We get a dedicated assistant to manage products, uploads, and fulfillment. You receive a weekly invoice for wholesale costs of all items sold. No upfront inventory required. You keep 100% of your eBay sales minus the cost of goods from the invoice at the end of each week. We have a few different packages. The starter package is going to be $300. That's 1 month of full eBay assistant support, product listing, shipping, and back-end management handled for you. Weekly invoices based on your sales, wholesale costs only. Access to our trusted wholesale inventory. No upfront buying. Keep 100% of your profits. We do not take any splits. Ideal if you want to try eBay and you want to try to just start reselling. And to be honest, it's if you're trying to get your foot in the door, this is definitely how you want to start, right? Then we have the growth package, right? 2 months of hands-on support from your assistant, weekly product uploads, and order fulfillment. pay weekly only for what you sell. We invoice your wholesale cost every Sunday. Ongoing product rotation, for best-selling items, high volume of listings, and fast turnaround. Okay? And then last, we have the $850 bundle, 4 months of full support with advanced growth tracking, high volume listing and shipping management, weekly invoices only for items sold, 0 upfront costs. I'm telling y'all, consistent optimization of your store to improve conversions, VIP priority support for serious hustlers who want to automate and scale hands-free. I am telling y'all right now, I think I cracked it. I think I cracked the code. Thank you for the helmet, bro. Thank you for the helmet. I appreciate you. Appreciate all the love. I really do. Look, I'm telling y'all, I cracked the code. This is going to get a bunch of people, not only just money, bro, but it's solidifying you, building you with your business, and also giving us a proper, healthy wholesale relationship. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tapping in. I am sorry I didn't even get to see guys, but wow. Hold on, y'all. What the heck is going on? My phone is freezing? Hey. Huh? I can't. Yo, it won't let me. All right, I got a few questions here, but I'll address them offline. But I will address this one. This one is saying basically, I'm confused. Somebody just emailed me this. I'm confused. When I go to your website, you say in your video that headphones cost a certain amount of money. Guys, we can't be serious right now, right? So like the AirPod Gen 2 clones, right? No, I don't think that's what the person's talking about either. I think they're talking about these. So if you go right here, right? You go to wesply.com. This is my wholesale website, right? If you go here, am I editing it? Like, what the heck is this thing talking about? What is it talking about? I'm so confused. Whatever. If you go here, it's going to say $75. But what you have to do is you have to choose a color, and then you got to choose a wholesale amount. If you choose a wholesale amount, prime example, right? Then if you do the math, $319. See, y'all got to stop trying to look for cheap shit. And let me explain. That's $26, okay? Each. The reason I say that is because wholesale is not going, you can't buy just one item and think you're going to get wholesale pricing. It's not how it works. It's just not how it works. It's just not how it works. Yeah, I can't even, he's saying this, but I can't say nothing to him. But it's not how it works. It is a wholesale website, bruh. So you gotta make sure that you are actually getting multiple quantities of something to be able to get the discounts. All right, it's really, 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 really important. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. I actually have to feed my children lunch and walk the dog, and then I'm gonna get back to work. Thank you guys so much for watching, man. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.